15 seconds to the start of the race. Ray Bush, less than 5.
Well, I owe you a sincere apology, Ray. That's 2 weeks in a row I screwed up. More importantly, you're in there. You're in there now, but I'm not sure what happens when I go through these lists. I get everybody but Ray Bush. Well, I think when I get to the very bottom, I'm thinking about the names that I know, and I'm just ready to finish it off, and I skip right over Ray. I don't know. It don't make any sense. That's two in a row. Okay, guys, here we go. Everybody's checked. Loops live. Loops live. I have to have a little more volume on that one. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. A little better. Test, test. Test 1, 2, 1, 2. Ellison goes 17-4, Owen 19 flat, Ray 17-7, Jared 19-2, Tyler 18-6, and Scott 21 flat. One down, 4 to go. Ellison out front, 20 and a 5.14. Jared on a 19.5.14. Scott 18.507. Tyler on a 9. Ray on a 16.512. And Owen on a 15.502. .130 down, 3:30 to go. Ellison, Miranda, and Tweedy out front. And looks like Tweedy now having some trouble with Ellison. So we'll see where those guys sort out here. That was your leader. That puts Miranda out front, 20 and a 5.14. Ellison in that 2 spot. Tweedy was the 3. Now he's going to, or sorry, that was Owen who was in that 3 spot, not Tyler. Owen's in that 3 spot. Scott, Tyler, and Ray. The rest of your running order through 6. And here we come down the front stretch. That was 2 down, 3 to go. Again, Miranda out front. He is the 4th car in that group right there, working over that center double. Going to work around Ray right there, and here he comes, going to get inside of Tweedy. Through the wheel, and he's upside down. Going to need a little bit of help. A little bit of help. Oh, he did get it back over there. Not bad for a 2-wheel drive. Right behind Owen now on the track, still ahead of him on the clock. Beating up on the leader here. Got a little loose at the end of the front straightaway. I think 2 of the 3 cars that followed hit him, so nothing broke though. We'll get through the wheel here and then he'll be out front. No traffic now. And with the lead at a 19.502, Ellison 19.505. That's your 1-2, working that center double. 3 seconds the gap. Apparently it's a little gripped up today. I see a lot of traction rolling. 1:30 to go. I will need some, well, I might not. I mean, I might need 1 helper. I got 2 back-to-backs in this one. I need a 1 helper to Marshall. Miranda, Ellison, Uten, Owen, Tyler, and Ray. And I think that was the leader mixed up in that group, so leader only had 4.5 on Ellison. We'll see what it looks like when those 2 hit the stripe this time, because he got turned into the tube over there. Here they come through the wheel. See if Miranda can hold on to the lead. He goes to a 19.5 flat. Kelly on a 19.502. Scott's on an 18. Owen on a 17. Ray and Tyler on 16s. Heads up on the backside of the double.
Left.
Backside of the big double. Steve Thomas out there doing the boogity, boogity, boogity. Dancing shoes on. The Cooter cut.
30 seconds left.
$20 seconds to go.
15 seconds left.
You heard the man. Oh, nice move inside for Owen around his dad. Just trying to stay clean. Working the wheel. Owen in that 4 spot. Time has expired. Keep racing, keep racing. Got one against the tube. Hawkeye on this horse to get there.
Scott Uten done. Ray Bush done.
Uten done 3. Ray
MT
done
Fast
6.
done.
Owen's going to
Kelly
go
Ellison
4.
done.
Kelly's going to go 2, and then
Jared
they're going to trade
Miranda
right
done.
at the end.
All
Kelly going to
drivers
get a
are
heat win.
finished.
20 and a
Tyler
5.14
Tweedy done.
to Jared's 20 and a
The race is
5.16.
completed.
Scott 3, Owen, Tyler, and Ray. Andy Horseman, grab that blower. Grab the blower. If you don't want to blow the track off, then don't take a marshal spot on the back straightaway.
One minute to the start of the race. Mike Ruth. Tom Series. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Tweedy. Jared Miranda. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Kelly Ellison.
At least for you guys that are running back-to-back in this heat, it went from the slower class to the faster class instead of the opposite. 2 wheels a little hard to drive after running a 4-wheel.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Take your time, guys. I got to get Horseman out here. He
Less
picked a
than
marshal
5.
spot with a blower. So now he's got to make his way back to get his car. I need a couple marshals, guys. Let's cover it up. I need Owen Tweedy. I need Owen. I need Tyler. I need Owen and Tyler. Kelly's in this one, Jared's in this one, and Chad's helping me out. So Owen and Tyler grab a spot.
Andy Horseman.
All right, looks like Ray is going to trade with Owen. Here we go. Loops live. Jared 14.4, Mike 14.5, Kelly 14.1. Andy with a 20.1, Steve on an 18.3, Tom not yet making it across on his first full lap. There he goes, 18 flat. Off the wall. That would have been, looks like Tweedy maybe. Mike Ruth just went 14.4, but Kelly Ellison owns the hero lap with a 14.1 on the opener. Here he comes working the big double in the middle. Mike Ruth, though, out front. Let's pick him up down the front straightaway behind Jared Miranda. That is your leader out front. Mike, now Kelly Ellison takes over the lead. Mike slides to the 2, Jared 3. Tom, Andy, and Steve. 130 down, 330 to go. Kelly on a 21.507. Mike on a 5.09. Jared on a 5.11. Tom Sears starts the 17 lappers. Steve and Andy on 16s. Two down, 3 to go. Miranda, Ellison, and Ruth. Stay inside, way inside, stay way inside. Scott is middle out, stay inside clear. .230 down, 230 to go. Miranda, your leader. Working his way towards the wheel. There he comes with a smooth double single through there. Down the front stretch, 21.509, the only one left on our 21 lapper. Ellison drops to the 2 spot, 20 and a 5.01, Mike 20 and a 5.05, Tom 16.508, Andy 16.508, Steve 16.513. Two very different groups of racers in this one, separated by almost 4 laps. Heads up on the front stretch for Tom. A little help for Tom. Yeah, that should have been Owens. I'm not sure what's going on there. That should have been Owens. .130 to go. Miranda out front, 21.507. Mike Ruth in that 2 spot with the hero lap, 14.167 on lap 15. That was the last lap. And then Ellison in that 3 spot on a 20 and a 5.11. Then you got the 3 cars all on 16s, Steve, Andy, and Tom.
45 seconds left. .30 seconds left.
Ruth still in that 2 spot. Miranda out front, 21.508. Mike on a 5.14. Then Kelly drops to a 20 and a 5.09. Miranda's going to drop a little bit here. He goes to a 21.513. Ruth on a 21.514. 1 second the gap now. Time's about to expire. This one's close. 0.4 of a second the gap. Miranda's going to lead him around to that double. Mike gets caught up with a lap car. That might, we'll see how it looks when they get to the stripe, but oh, Miranda rolls it over, getting into the wheel. That's going to give Mike the heat win and first round TQ.
Mike Ruth
Won't
done.
show until Jared hits the
Jared
stripe. There
Miranda
it is,
done.
3.2 seconds. Everybody's done but Tom Cirrus. Everybody's done but Tom.
All drivers are finished.
That's a race.
Tom
Mike,
Series
Jared,
done.
Kelly, Andy,
The race is
Steve, and
completed.
Tom. Let's get that blowed off, guys. Let's get it blown off. Ray, you want to grab a... Thank you, sir. Got one back-to-back in this one.
One minute to the start of the race.
Grab your marshal spots, guys. Get it covered up. I see Jared coming. Kelly's got his. Andy's got his.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Steve and Mike coming out. That'll cover them up.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Check them in, check them in.
MT fast, less than 5. Tyler tweeting.
Check them in. Tom, are you running Brandon Odell's transponder?
Tom Series.
Scott, are you not running this one? I guess you'll have to fix your own fan, J-Rod. No, sir. I put you guys here instead of Mini Chuggy because of the grip. Probably get away from some back-to-backs if I move Mini Chuggy up, but when I've done that in the past, racers complain. Not necessarily with this class, but when I try to get away from back-to-backs.
Scott Uden.
Here we go. Oops, live. Little help for Owen. Little help for Tom. Oh, he got over the tube. Tyler, 15-3. Owen, 21.7. Tom, 20.9. Here comes Scott. That should be a banger. It is 15-2 on the opener for bragging rights. Tyler back around 15-3. Little help for Tom. He goes on the other side, Steve. To your left. To your left. Yep. And run one in the tube where you were. Looks like Mike's going to get that one. 115 down, 345 to go. Tweety out front. Well, we'll see when he hits the stripe. See if he can hang on to it. Tweedy out front, 20 and a 5:10. Scott in that 2 spot. He's going to stay on a 17.5 flat. Owen 17.505. Tom 13.518. Mini Truggy, we're up next. There's only 3 of us. Slow night, fellas. Slow night. I think it's going to be this way the rest of the, well, they only got one more week in the series, but I think the weather got too nice too early and guys gave up on indoor racing. Stay inside, Scott. Stay inside. Kelly's outside. Clear. 220 down, 240 to go. Tyler out front, 20 and a 508. Scott on an 18.5 flat. Owen 17.503. Tom 13.508. Scott puts it on a 19 lapper now, 19.514. Halfway, guys, halfway. I'll get it. Towel there, Jared, from your back pocket. Tweedy out front, 20 and a 513. That's him over the big stadium double. Here he comes working towards the wheel. That's your leader. Oh, and he rolls it over in the wheel. Owen's going to go by, but he's in a 3 spot. He just hot lapped, though, with a 14.9. Hero lap belongs to Tyler, though, 14.8. And now Tyler got it shoved under the tube. Somehow he managed to get that under there. I don't quite know how, but that should have been flat next to the other tube. Tom's going to try the same thing. Owen working the wheel. Here he comes down the front stretch. He's in that 3 spot. Can't seem to get around Scott. He's got 9.5 behind Scott. One to go. Little help for Owen. Chad Barton, we need a little track repair between heats. That little U in there is all jacked up.
45 seconds left.
It's catching cars when they miss the track. I mean, we really shouldn't worry about it, right? But I don't want to see anybody get a broken car because the tube, that's an out of bounds tube anyway, but it is what it is.
30 seconds left.
Scott out front, 19 and a 514. Tyler 18.501. Owen 18.503. Tom on a 15.519. He had a 17.0.
15 seconds left.
Looks like he might have missed the lap early on, but little help for Owen. A little help for Owen. I think he broke it. Time has expired, guys. When you hit the stripe, more than likely you're going to be done.
Tyler Tweedy
Tyler's going to go 2. We'll see how Scott finishes up here, but you're still alive, Tom.
Scott Uden done.
Uden going to get the win. Tyler going to go 2.
All
Tom's
drivers
going to
are
go
finished.
4.
Tom
Owen
Series
will go
done.
3.
The race is
Let's
completed.
get it blown off, guys. Everybody's done. Well, let's get it blown off. Yeah. Mini truck. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to need a couple volunteer marshals to help me out on that last one.
1 minute to the start of the race.
And until Chad is past there, only roll that big double. Only roll the big double. Yeah.
45
You guys
seconds
can check
to the
'em
start
in,
of the race.
Just roll that big double. Check them in, but roll the double.
Brian Thomas.
Check them in, but roll the double for me. Roll your car. Thank you,
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Thanks, Chad. Check them in. Full send.
Mike Ruth. Richard Metz.
Can I get 2 volunteers? Anybody?
15 seconds to
I
the
need
start
2
of the
down
race.
here on the left side. 2 on the left. 2 on the left.
Less than 5.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I need 1 volunteer. Anybody? Down here, bottom left. I need a marshal. Anybody? Oh, wow. That's why you don't make big changes like that right before big races, right? Yep. 300, yeah. All right, we got our marshals. We got everybody checked in. Here comes Tone. I missed it. All right, here it comes. Apparently my eyes and the mouse pointer didn't line up to where it's so good there. So I got Mike on, I got Brian on. And here comes Richard. Everybody's on the clock now. Mike's car looks a little snappy. 15-1 first lap for Mike, 15-8 for Brian. Then Brian rolls it over in turn 2 there. Richard first lap is 17-5. Mike 14-5-2-3 right there. New fast lap of the race. Help out. And now Mike on his lid there in no man's land. Oh, and another one. This is going to be a real rough lap for Mike. That should allow Brian to take over the lead. It does. That actually drops Mike all the way to 3rd place. Brian just put in his fast lap 15-1 that last time by. So a minute 10 in, I got Brian on an 18.5 flat. Metz on an 18.5 flat. 3 thousandths back. Now Metz takes over the lead here. Brian drops back to an 18.5-10. Mike on an 18.5-12. Well, now then Richard throws down a slow lap and drops himself to 3rd. Nobody wants to lead this thing. Mike takes over the lead, but then promptly hits the outside wall. And that's all just in the first minute and a half here, kids. All right, Mike's held onto the lead for 2 laps in a row now. He is on an 18-5 flat pace. Richard on an 18.5-12, and Brian on a 17.504 with 3 minutes to go. Oh, everybody having a little issue on this lap. All right, Mike's still out front, 18.5 dead. Richard on a 17.504, Brian 17.513. Mike just ran a 14.058 right there, 14.058. All right, with a minute 50 to go, Mike now up to a 19.509. Metz 18.516 and Brian 17.509. Leader across the stripe 13.941. You heard that right, 13.941. Brian on his lid in the wagon wheel. $1:10 to go. Our leader rolls it over after the first 180. Richard just over a lap back, about a lap and a quarter. Currently holds 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds over Brian.
45 seconds left.
You heard the man. Yeah, that cut it down. Richard now has 7.5 over Brian.
"30 seconds left.
Oh, watch out after the stadium jump. Watch out after the big double. Big double, big double, big double. Watch out.
15
Marshall on the
seconds
track
left.
there. It's clear. All right, 5 seconds to go here. Mike on a 19, Richard on an 18, Brian on a 17.
Brian Thomas done. Mike Ruth done.
Mike finishes 19 and 5:12. Oh, Richard on his lid. Richard's going to finish 18.
All drivers are finished.
18.515.
Richard Metz done. The race
and
is
Brian
completed.
goes 17.509. Put him down. Come on out, Marshall. I am going to need a couple volunteers for this Pro 4 heat. Put them down. Come out and the Marshall. You going diving, are you? All right, Hawkeye and Tim.
1 minute to the start
just
of the
Hawkeye
race.
and only Hawkeye cross the line. Only Hawkeye. I've got to figure out transponders. All right. Can Caldwell come?
45 seconds to
I
the
need
start of the
marshals.
race.
Okay, that's Caldwell. That's Caldwell. All right, hold on.
The
All
Godfather.
right, now Hawkeye.
30
All
seconds
right,
to the
now
start
everybody
of
else
the
can
race.
go.
Hawkeye. Brian Thomas. Brad Thomas. Andy Horstman. Steve Thomas.
My best advice to you is we're going to do a mass start. We're going to
15
put all
seconds
7
to
of
the
you
start of
together
the
in a
race.
ball. And when I hit the
Mountain
tone,
Man.
you just all go at once. What do you guys think about that?
Less
Well, I
than
mean,
5.
Usually that's what you do anyway. So I might as well give that instruction. I still need 2 marshals. I need one by the Hootie sign, one down here in the bottom left. One down by the Bob Lambert sign, and one down by over by the Hootie sign. 2 marshals, 2, 2, 2. I need 2. Anybody? Mike's going to come down here to the left, so I need one in the Hootie and one right by the pits. Help me out, fellas. I need 2. I need 2 marshals. Anybody? Hey, Jared, can you help me out, bud? I need one more marshal. Anybody. We're gonna have at least a half-hour break between while we get track cleaned up, so we'll have time. Huh? All right, on your mark, get set, everybody go. See, I told you. All right, I got Chad on, I got Tim, I got Hawkeye, I got Brian, I got Brad, I got Steve. There's about a 40% chance that a Thomas is going to win this one. Got a 3 out of 7. Milk Jug Derby. We got a gaggle over here on the left or the right side through the wagon wheel. And down the front stretch. Oh, it caught everybody, so all right. That was fun. All right, 1 minute into this shindig, we got Hawkeye to the point, 17.507. Let me say that again. Hawkeye to the point, 17.507. Brian, 17.518. Horseman, 16.506. Steve Thomas, 16.508. Caldwell, 16.511. Brad on a 15.5 flat. Chad on a 15.513. And I have no red laps, so fast lap of the race that time set by Brian Thomas, 15.578. But then he ended up on his lid. Hawkeye just 1/10 back from Brian right now. Oh, and that was Hawkeye on his lid right at the start finish line. Stay inside, stay inside, stay inside. It is clear. So now Steve Thomas takes over that 2 spot, less than a second behind his boy Brian. Hawkeye now moves into the 3rd spot, 7/10 back from Steve. Chad now up to 4, 1.5 back from Hawkeye. We are 2:20 in. I got Brian on a 17.503, Steve 17.511, Chad 17.518, Hawkeye 16.503, Andy 16.504, Brad 16.506, and Tim on a 15.519. Looks like it might have dropped a lap on Caldwell. It did, all right. We got that fixed up. All right, so now it puts Caldwell on a 17.514. All right, pick up our leader over that single roller into the wagon wheel. That's Brian. 2nd place, Chad. He's just landed on top of Hawkeye there, down the middle straight. Him and Hawkeye just keep coming together there. So Chad up into the 2 spot. Steve Thomas, the Tiger King, letting Brian go through, but then Brian rolls it over in the wagon wheel. Hawkeye in that 4 spot on his lid in the 2nd horseshoe. Now Chad's dropped all the way back to the 5 spot. Caldwell just moved up to 2 overall with a fast lap 17.1 that time by. We got a minute 10 to go. Brian's got it out to an 18.506. Caldwell 17.509. Well, Chad just jumped up to 17.509. Caldwell to 17.510. Steve Thomas 17.513. Brad Thomas 16.5 flat. Hawkeye 16.501. And Andy is 16.510.
45 seconds left.
$35 seconds.
30 seconds left.
Brian's got a full lap over Chad in that 2 spot.
15 seconds left.
Brian saw that one coming, went outside of Caldwell and avoided that rollover. Keep running until you hear your name.
Hawkeye done. Mountain Man done. Brad Thomas done. Brian Thomas done.
Richard, do you want to make any adjustments to
Thomas
this or just
done.
run it the same?
The Godfather done.
Hey, Richard.
All drivers are finished. Andy Horstman done.
All right, Brian takes that
The
one.
race is
18.504. Chad, 17.505. Steve, 17.508. Caldwell, 17.516. Brad, 16.501. Hawkeye, 16.501. And Andy is 16.510. Hey, you want to make, Richard, you want to do any changes? Just duplicate it. Okay. I'll check it. I'll make sure. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I put Ray in. All right, second verse, same as the first. We'll get started as soon as the track's ready. Hey, J-Rad, what do you think? Do we need another round of glue, or are we good to roll into one? Huh? All right, guys. Track is staying pretty tacky, so I don't think we need to put another round of glue on it right now. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just plan on getting started about 5 after 8. About 5 after 8. That gives us a little bit more than 15 minutes for batteries and whatnot. So we'll get started here in about, like I said, about 15 minutes, 18 minutes.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Got all my marshals. We'll get Chad on the other side of the tube.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Here we go. Loops live. Tyler 16.4, Kelly 17.2, Scott 17.5, Owen 22.6. Jared goes 16.1, Ray 16.9. So bragging rights to Jared Miranda on the opener. Miranda, your leader. Oh, heads up on the front stretch. That's Ray. Hell, he gets it back on the tires. Let's see. Here comes Miranda down the front straightaway now. Stay inside, stay inside. All clear. That's your leader. Miranda, 20 and a 5.13. Kelly on a 19.501. Tyler, 19.505. Scott, 19.506. Owen on a 17.507. And Ray, 14.502. A little help for Tyler. A little help for Tyler. .130 down, 3:30 to go. Ellison, Uten, Tyler, Tweedy, Miranda drops to the 3 with a 19.4 last lap. Not helping his cause there. Plenty of time to sort that out. Here he comes over the big double. That's your 3 car. Little help there for Ellison and Ray Bush. Little help, little help. Miranda out front, 19.506. Scott in that 2 spot, 19.513. Kelly on a 19.513, but yep, that's counting the lap that he just had, that rough one. So now he goes to the 2 spot, 19.510. Uten drops to the 3. Tyler 4, Owen and Ray, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Jared out front, 19.5 flat. Little help in the middle. Ray needs a little bit of help. He's got her on the marbles. Two to go, fellas. 2 to go. Miranda out front, 19.501. Kelly just a second back on a 19.503. Scott on a 5.08. Tyler on an 18. Owen on a 17. Ray on a 13 lapper. Battle up front for a win here. 1.5 the gap. 0.8 the gap. And I think that's Miranda upside down. Nope, that was Ray, my bad. I was looking at the wrong car. There comes Miranda coming through that center double now. Let's see how that affects Ellison as he hits the stripe here. Ellison with a red line. He's going to go to a 16.9. He's going to stay in the 2 spot, but he's 3.5. 3.1 back, now 3.2 back of a heat win here. .115 to go, full running order. Jared, Kelly, Scott, Tyler, Owen, Ray. Scott just went 14.6. Hot lap for himself and almost a hero lap. 6.05 is the hero lap, and he went 6.30.
45 seconds left.
Miranda, though, still out front. 20 and a 5.12. Here he comes down the front straightaway. Puts in a 14.8 that time. 20 and a 5.11. 35 seconds to go. Ellison and Uten, the best race on the track. 1.5
left.
the gap. Kelly in that 2 spot. Scott 3. Here they come down the straightaway. There's Kelly. Kelly goes 15.4. Scott goes 16.1. He gives up a half a second.
15 seconds left.
Kelly's 9 seconds out of a heat win here. He was your round 1 TQ, so we'll see how that sorts in the overall pull-up estimated position here, and we'll figure it out. That would put
MT fast done.
Jared's going to TQ that 25.09. He was about 5 seconds up on Kelly's 20
Tyler
and a
Tweedy
5.14
done.
from round 1.
Scott Uwton
Owen done 4, Tyler 5,
Kelly Ellison
Scott
done.
2, Kelly 3.
Ray Bush done.
Waiting on Jared to finish it up with a new TQ here after round 2.
All
There he
drivers
is,
are
20
finished.
and a 5.09.
Jared Miranda done. The race is completed.
Let's get it blown off. Get our marshal coverage out there, guys. Let's get it covered
1
up.
minute to the start of the race.
Covered up, covered up. I got Jared and Kelly will be back to back, so I need a helper.
Tom Series.
I'll have Scott Owen,
Steve
Tyler, Ray, and a helper.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Mike Ruth.
Check him in, check him in. I need a helper. I got Ray.
Kelly Ellison.
Looks like I got Mountain Man helping me
Andy
out down
Horseman.
there. I appreciate it. Scott's got this
Jared
far
Miranda.
left-hand corner. I need Owen
30 seconds to the start of the race.
and Tyler. Heads up on the front stretch. Heads up on the front stretch. No jump the front stretch till we get that car cleaned up. It's clear, clear, clear. We'll see anybody
15
get broke.
seconds to the start of the race.
I need Owen, I need Tyler, and we'll be ready to go.
Less than 5.
Need a couple more cars marshaled up over there. Owen Tweedy, I need you. All right, so I needed my helper. I need back in the far corner then. I thought Mountain Man was going to take that spot and Owen was going to go to the back corner. Chad, can you go to the back corner? We'll get Mountain Man back in the corner. All right, guys, here we go. Loops live. Ellison goes 14.3 for the opener. Jared 14.5. Mike 15 flat. Steve goes 17 flat. Tom goes 17 flat. Andy 19.3. Miranda and Ellison together over that center double. Here they come to the wheel. Ellison gets it wrong at the end of the straightaway. It's going to let Jared take over the lead. We'll see how that looks on the clock. On the clock, actually, Jared was leading 21.504. Ruth 21.509 and Kelly on a 21.513. Then you got a 4-lap gap To the rest of the field, that'll be Steve, Andy, and Tom. 130 down, 3:30 to go. Backside of the double, guys. Tom needing a little bit of help. Back of the double. Owen there to clean that one up. Mike Ruth in that 2 spot. 21 and a 5:09. Ellison with a rough couple laps. He's going to drop to a 19.507. That 22.7 lap a couple laps ago. Now he's got some clear track. See if he can put some laps together here. Get it back on a 21 lapper. Heads up back of the double. Stay inside, Kelly. Stay inside. I mean, that's obviously where you should be anyway, but just letting you know. All clear at the back of the double. Miranda, your leader, working his way behind Steve Tweedy. Here they come through the wheel. 2:40 to go. Little help for your leader. Never mind. Miranda out front. Mike Ruth with a long line. He's going to drop to the 3. Kelly takes over the 2. Jared on a 20 and a 5 flat. Kelly on a 20 and a 5.10. Mike on a 19.501. Andy on a 17. Steve on a 16. Tom on a 14 lapper. Somebody help Jared out. All right, there we go. See where that's going to keep him. It's going to keep him on the lead on a 20 and a 5.08, but now he's 1.1 ahead of Kelly, who's on a 20 and a 5.10. Mike Ruth was your TQ from round 1. So this will, right now, Mike Ruth would still be your TQ. $1:15 to go. Kelly out front, 20 and a 5.06. Jared on a 5.07. Mike on a 5.12. Jared now on a 5.09. So that would still put Mike Ruth out front in the overall, 20 and a 5.11. In this heat, he is on a 2Q pace from the last heat, from round 1.
45 seconds left.
You heard the man. Mike's 21.514. That would actually put him a little bit faster than his own. He's actually, there's 2 racers ahead of Mike. No, sorry, Mike was on a 21. Everybody's on a 20 this time.
30 seconds left.
My bad. I changed a couple columns here so I could read a little bit better without having to switch between screens. Owen left you hanging again, huh? 15
seconds left.
Kelly out front, 20 and a 5.05 with a 1. Jared 5.05 with an 8. Mike on a 5.09. 6/10, 2/10. Top to 1 to 2 is 2/10. Another 4 seconds back to Mike. Nobody's close to Mike's first round TQ of a 21.514.
Kelly Ellison done.
Ellison's going to
Jared
get
Miranda done.
So after Jared finishes, that's Ellison going to get the heat win. 5.04 with a 3. Jared's 5.04 with an 8. Mike goes 5.07. Those guys all done. Got one in the double, guys. Got one in the double. In the double.
Andy Horstman done.
Those 2 cars need to finish yet. Tweedy and Cirrus.
Steve Tweedy done.
Tweedy going to go 5.
All
and
drivers
Tom
are
go
finished.
6. That's a race,
Tom
guys.
Series done.
Put him down.
The race
Come on,
is
Marshall.
completed. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Check him in, check him in.
Scott Uden.
Let's give him marshals, guys. I got Andy, Jared, Mike, Kelly. I need one on the back straightaway, and there comes Steve. That'll cover him.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Need Tyler, Owen, and Tom. Some of those guys are back-to-back, and some are blowing the track off.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. MT Fast. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Tom Series.
A little help for Scott.
Less than 5. Tyler Tweedy.
All right, guys, here we go. Loops live, loops live. That'll work too. Everybody's on the clock. Scott 15.4, Tyler 15.6, Owen 18.6, Tom 18.7. Scott with bragging rights. Tyler working that center double. He's in your 2 spot. There's your leader. And Owen is your 3. Then that pale green card. $1:15 down, 3:45 to go. Tyler just went 15.1. That's a hero lap. Scott says, not so fast. I'm going to go 15 flat. Take your hero lap away from you. Owen went hot lap, 15.5. So that's the way they run right now. Tyler out front, Scott out front now, 20 and a 5.09. Tyler on a 20 and a 5.10. Owen 18.5.16. Tom 14.5.13. 3:30 to go. Well, one more race in our point series. That'll be next Friday night. And then I talked to Scott earlier. They're going to do a track change the weekend after that for our summer layout, which will be 10 scale friendly, of course. We'll run 8 scale if they show up, but $220 down, $240 to go. Scott went 14.9. Tyler has a hero lap now, 14.6. Lap ago. Scott out front though, 20 and a 5.07. Tyler 19.5 flat. Owen 18.501. Tom 14.505. Your leader down the front straightaway. Now he's going to go to the 2. He has a 19.8. Drops him to a 19.5 flat while Tyler's running a 20 and a 5.13. Let's see if he's going to drop to a 19 lapper now as he comes through the wheel. 19.5 flat. Scott goes back to a 20 and a 5.15. 9/10 the gap. $130 to go. $20 and a 5.14 to Tyler takes over 20 and a 5.13 to Scott's 20 and a 5.14, but Scott's going to drop to a 19.503. 3.5 the gap with 1:15 to go. Owen, he's on a 19 and a 5.12. He's 6.3 back of Scott, 10 seconds back of his dad. And Tyler now giving it the old groan, so we'll see what happens to his lap time. Scott right behind him on the track and behind him on the clock for now. We'll see what happens when Tyler hits the stripe. He's going to go to a 19.5 flat. Scott goes hot lap 14.7 and puts it back on a 20 and a 5.15. So Scott, your leader.
45 seconds left.
Less than a tenth of a second. Scott goes 15 flat. Tyler goes 17.5, 2.5 the gap. And now Scott's upside down.
30 seconds left.
So we'll see how that affects him when he hits the stripe, because Tyler's right ahead of him working the wheel. He takes it easy. Oh, he gets her bouncing from side to side. Tyler goes 15.5. Scott goes 19.6 and gives up the lead. 1.5 the gap. This would be for overall TQ as well. 19.503 from round one. We're down to a 19.5 flat right now. We'll see how this all finishes up. Time has expired. Keep racing, keep racing. Listen for your name.
Tom Series done.
Tom done 4.
Scott done.
Scott and Tyler
Tweedy done.
bouncing it back and forth, but Scott's going to get the win, 19.502, and he's going to take the TQ.
All
he
drivers
had
are
TQ
finished.
from round one. He just got a little faster
MT
here in
fast
round
done.
2. Scott,
The
Tyler,
race is
Owen,
completed.
and Tom. Let's get it blown off. Mini truck racers, we're up.
One minute to the start of the race. Brian Thomas. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All righty, ready. I'm going to need a couple volunteer marshals, please.
Richard
Marshals.
Metz.
Yep.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Nimble.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Mike Ruth.
Nope. Yep.
Less than 5.
Help. I need some marshals. I need 3. I need 2 marshals. Both of them on the back wall. Raw speed and x-ray signs, please. 2 marshals. 2. I need anybody. Can I get some help? All right, I need somebody. All right, so Owen's moving back to the back there. Oh, no, you're staying up there? Okay, never mind. He's just trying to get back there. All right, yeah, hey, Owen, stay in that back corner back there, and we'll let... All right. Don't hit Hawkeye. All right, you guys are looking to beat a 19 and a 5.12. Here comes the tone. Yeah, track's got just a little less clear up than the first time around. It's not bad, yeah. Yeah. All right. Mike, first lap, 14.587. Brian goes 15.6. Richard, 16.8. It picked you up, Mike. All right. So coming up on a minute, Mike's at a 20 and a 5.13. Brian, 19 and 5.09. Metz, 19 5.10. He just ran a 15.7 for his fast lap. Mike just goes 14.5, hot lap of the race there. Brian's hot lap is his first lap, 15.6. Metz has moved up into, well, had moved up to into, and then Brian just put himself in the 2 spot now. Metz having a nasty lap here. Leader crossing the stripe, 14.299. Brian, no slouch, 14.811. They both put in 14s that lap, just not quite as fast as the lap before. Brian goes 14.6. Mike having an adventuresome lap there. So 2:10 to go, or 2:10 down. Mike on a 20 and a 5.04. Brian 20 and a 5.12. Richard on an 18.5.11. Yeah. Halfway. Mike still on 20 and a 5.04. Brian a 19, Richard an 18. That was 15.748. Fast lap for Richard right there. Mike goes 14.115. Now Mike had a 13.9 in the first round. 14.1, backed it up with a 14.3. But his average way faster. I think his average lap in the first round was a 16 something, now down at a 15 flat. A 20 and a 5 flat right now. Flirting with the 21 lapper. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yep. Yep, I got it. Watch out after the stadium jump. That's nice. I like that. Yeah. All right, 1:05 to go. Mike, 21 and a 5.12. Metz, 18.507. And Brian on an 18.507, less than a quarter second between them.
"45 seconds left."
Mike's still on a 21 and a 5.14.
"30 seconds left."
That dropped him down to a 20 and a 5 flat right there. Went a little deep after the first stadium jump. That's much better there. Oh, watch it. Oh, it's clear. Mike back down the front stretch, looking like a much better lap. 14.5. Puts him back on a 21 lapper. Watch into the start. Big double. It's clear. Keep going, Mike. Keep going, Mike. Mike's going to get that 21. Mike
Ruth done.
21 and a 5:13.
Brian Thomas done.
Brian goes 18.506.
All drivers are finished.
Metz goes
Richard Metz
18.511.
done.
And that's
The
going to
race
be
is
their starting
completed.
order in the mains. Somebody's running topless. All right, put him down. Come on out, Marshall. Going to need a couple volunteers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. And would have put you 2 overall. Well, he gets the nicotine, alcohol, and weed balance just right by the mains. Yeah.
One minute to the start of the race.
Yeah. I used to have a partner in the accounting firm that I work for. But he said that
45
he
seconds
worked
to
off
the
of a
start
fine
of the
balance
race.
of nicotine, caffeine, and sugar. And if any one of those got out of whack, his day was fucked. Yeah.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Thomas, Brad Thomas, Steve Thomas, Andy Horstman. Hawkeye, The Godfather. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Mountain Man. Less than 5.
I need marshals. I still need a couple. I need at least 3 here. Richard's coming back out. Mike's out there, so I need... All right, that will get my marshals here once everybody gets in place. All right, like I said, I want to make sure you guys all start at exactly the same time. Here comes the tone. Find yourself some space. All right, Brian's on. Caldwell, Thomas, Steve, Andy, Chad, Hawkeye, and Brad. Everybody's on the clock. Yeah. We'll see how long it takes them to get all balled up again, but started off nicely. A couple seconds between everybody here. See, I figure they always do opposite of what I say. If I say, get yourself some nice spacing, they all go at the same time. If I say, everybody go at the same time, they space out. Just like kids. Help, help. That was Steve stuck on a pipe. Tyler gets him cleaned up there. 1 minute into this, we got Brian on a 20 and a 5:14. Hawkeye 18.503. Chad 18.506. Caldwell 18.511. Horseman 17. Then we go Brad, and well, Brad just jumps up to a 17 lapper, and Steve on a 16 lapper. And the inevitable accordion effect. They're all together now coming down the front stretch. Our leader having a little bit of issue there. He's right now only 3.5 seconds in front of Hawkeye Kirby. Hawkeye threw that wagon wheel down the front stretch here in that white and black truck. Guys are looking to beat an 18 to 5:04 set by Brian in the first round. Oh, watch the start. It's clear. Couldn't get the words out. There's Barton crossing the line in the 4 spot right now. Horseman on his lid, currently in the 5th spot. But probably not anymore. So 2 down, Brian on a 19.506, Caldwell 18.510, Barton 18.510, Hawkeye on an 18.512. Well, Chad just dropped to an 18.513 there. Andy goes 17.506, Brad 17.507, and Steve 16.519. All right, pick up our leader over that big stadium double in the middle. Two-spot Hawkeye right behind him on track. Only a couple seconds behind him on track. Oh, our leader, dead truck. Looks like the truck just shut off right after the wagon wheel. So that's going to put Hawkeye up front, but now he's having a scruffy lap here. Barton was only a second behind him. Oh, Brian back on track here. Whatever the issue was, it must not have been terminal. Or it might have been a terminal. I don't know. 1:45 to go. Chad to the point. 18.512. Caldwell 18.514. Hawkeye 18.515. Brad 17.506. Brian 17.507. Horseman 16.501. Steve 16.506. Body stuck. All right, 1:20 to go. Chad about 5 seconds off that TQ pace right now, but does have him setting 2 overall, 2 in the overall right now. Chad just ever so closer, 18.507, just 3 seconds off that TQ pace now with 45 seconds to go. Timmy, if he gets to you, he's going for TQ, so give him some love here.
30 seconds left.
There we go. Thank you, Chad. Or Tim, sorry. Chad says thank you. 15.6, fast lap that last time by for Chad. Now just less than 2 seconds off. 18.504, just a second off
15
now.
15 seconds left.
Oh, gonna get at least one more lap here, I think. 2 good ones, Chad. Going for the TQ here. 18.504, now just 3/10 off. Can he put in a heater on this last one?
Brian Thomas done. Andy Horstman done. Mountain Man
And
done.
he does it, takes it by about
The
4/10 of a
Godfather done.
second. 18.503.
Brad Thomas done.
Takes the
Hawkeye
TQ.
done.
Caldwell's going to go
All
second
drivers are finished.
for the heat, third
Steve
overall.
Thomas done.
Brian Thomas
The
going to
race
end
is
up
completed.
third, second overall. Brad's going to go fourth. Steve's going to be fifth overall. Hawkeye 6 and Andy 7. Yeah. All right. We'll get the track blown off. We'll get a little glue on her. The main order going to be the same as everything else because we have no B mains. So we're just going to run the same order. Probably get started about 9:15-ish, somewhere around in there. All right, I need my short course drivers out to Marshall. I need just one more of you.
Scott Uden. 1 minute to the start of the race. Jared Miranda. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Kelly Ellison.
Let's go, guys. I need some marshals. Steve Thomas out there. I got Brad. I got 2/3 of
seconds
the
to the
Thomas
start of the race.
crew. Team Thomas out there. Hawkeye's going to cover up a spot. I got Andy Horseman. He's out of jail. He's ungrounded now.
15
Back at
seconds to
track,
the
and I
start
got
of the
Mountain
race.
Man. And I thought I saw Ray Bush go home, so I don't know what his deal was, if he was broke or mad or whatever, but
Less than
I
5.
saw him walk out. So let's grid him up, guys. Grid him up. He wasn't running overly well, but I don't know if he broke his stuff too or what happened. Grid him up. Jared Miranda 1, Kelly Ellison 2, Scott 3, Owen and Tyler. I know that feeling. Yeah, what Hawkeye said. Keep it real clean. Clean. Super clean. Marshall's ready, racers ready. 7 minutes. Stock buggy A main on the tone. Oh, Kelly carving them tight lines. He was about to throw it in there, and then he remembered Hawkeyes keep it super clean, and he didn't. He backed off. I still think he might have had position there, even if he'd have pulled the trigger and squirted through there. I don't know that Jared would have complained, but he ran that corner a little wide, and Kelly was there. But here they are down the front straightaway. There's your leader, Jared Miranda. Kelly in the 2 spot. Then it'll be Scott Uten 3. Tyler and Owen rounding out your top 5. Your leader working towards the wheel. Double single through there. Here he comes down the front stretch. 14-1 that time on a hero lap of 14-127. He backed it up with a 14-132. Ellison in that 2 spot. Uten 3. Owen was ahead of his dad. Now he's back behind him. Here's Tyler in the 4, and then Owen 5 in the leader. Getting ready to put Owen and Tyler a lap down here. Coming down the front stretch. Oh, and then your leader catches the tube. Can he get it back on the tires? He does not. Mountain Man after. That's going to let Kelly get away. Kelly now with the lead. Scott goes into that. Maybe not. We'll see how that sorts out when he gets back around here. It looks to me like Scott should be in the 2. Yep, there it is. And then Jared's going to go to 3. Hawkeye chasing down Tyler Tweedy. Getting him back on the track. So Scott up into that 2 spot. Jared now got a little bit of work to do. 4:45 to go. Plenty of time. Leader working over the big double in the middle. That's Kelly Ellison. Uten and Miranda. Scott not putting up much of a fight. Lets Jared go. Leader crossing the stripe. 15-2 that lap. 28.7 flat pace. There comes Miranda. He's back 5.5 in that 2 spot. And then Uten another 8/10 back in the 3. Then it'll be Owen and Tyler. Leader down the front straight. Here comes your 2-3 battle. Watching the second place, working through the wheel. Here comes Kelly through that stadium double. Owen, he's in that 4 spot, and then your 2 and 3 over the stadium double together. Who is that? That was Kelly Ellison. So Kelly going to drop back. Gave it up over there, getting into the wheel or around the little 180 bend there. That'll put Jared Miranda back out front. Kelly in the 2, Scott 3. Owen and Tyler in that 4-5. Kelly now having some more trouble. Tyler needing a little bit of help. Looks like Mountain Man and Hawkeye both chasing that one down. Stay inside, Jared. Inside, inside. Clear, clear. Kelly had it up on 2 wheels there. Not the front 2, or it was the 2 side wheels. A little extra grip there. Little traction roll. Tried 2. Here he comes. He's going to drop to that 3 spot. So Scott takes over the 2. Got the 2 lap cars of Owen and Tyler between him and Kelly for that 3 spot. .245 to go. Order will be the same as we've qualified. Stock Wheeler will be up next. Obviously, we'll give those guys time. Kelly and Jared will be back to back. And we'll need we'll need 1 marshal, like always. Probably need 2 now since Ray's not here. Everybody's kind of spaced out. Scott's here in that 2 spot. There's your gap for the 3 spot. 1.9 the gap for this 2 of Scott Uten. Jared Miranda out front. Got settled down. Working over that tabletop in the back. Here he comes over the stadium double. Got 6.5 on Scott. Kelly 1.9 back of Scott. Last time past the stripe. Here they are working the wheel. Less than 2 to go. 1.3 the gap. Back to the 3. Then another lap back to Owen and another lap behind that to Tyler. That gap getting a little bit closer now for Kelly. 9/10 the gap. So he's catching up to Scott. They're going to put on a show here. They're battling for that 2 spot. Miranda out front. .1 the gap. Scott builds a little bit of a lead. 1:15 to go. Scott goes 14.7, hot lap. Kelly goes 14.7, 1.1 the gap. 14.7. Miranda owns the hero lap, though, a 13.8. That was a couple laps ago. He ran a string of, he ran a 13.9 2 laps ago, a 13.9 3 laps ago, 13.8 that lap. A string of 13.8s
45
there for
seconds
Miranda.
left.
Your battle brewing right there. Scott and Kelly with the leader right behind him, getting ready to put him another lap down, or getting ready to put him a lap down. Sorry. Scott and Kelly working.
30
Oh, and
seconds
Scott gets
left.
it wrong on the stadium double, and that'll cost him his 2 spot with 25 seconds to go.
$15 seconds left.
Kelly got a little wide there. Got that rear end loose. Here comes Miranda down the inside. Going to put him another lap. Put him a lap down. Kelly's in that 2 spot. Scott 3. Times expire. When you hit the stripe, you're going to be done. Owen's going to go 4.
MT Fast done.
Tyler going to go 5.
Tyler Tweedy done. Jared Miranda done.
Jared going to get the win.
Kelly Ellison
going to
done.
go 2, and Scott
All
3.
drivers are finished.
Scott hot laps
Scott
on the last
Uten
lap.
done.
14.7.
The race is completed.
Let's grab a blower, guys. Get it blown off. And our stock wheeler will be up next. Hey, what? Little help. Easy there, big fella. They'll be taking a header. They'll take a header and mess up that pretty face of yours. Stock Wheeler. You guys are up. I need my marshals and I need 2 helpers. 2
1
helpers.
minute to the start of the race. Mike Ruth. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Random bacon.
Jared Miranda.
What do you mean? Taylor?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right then. I got you. I'm not a bacon fan. The only way I like bacon is if it's super crispy.
Andy Horseman.
You like flippy bacon or you like crispy bacon? Okay,
15 seconds to the start of the race.
2 of my kids like that.
Tom
They call it
Series.
flippy bacon. That's where you like
Kelly Ellison.
You can't hold it up. It flips over and it's like all fat. And I'm like, yeah, no thanks.
Less than 5.
My son and my wife, they do crispy bacon. I can do crispy bacon, but I can't do flippy bacon. I'd rather mine fall apart like bacon bits. Burnt up. Need a marshal in that back corner, guys. Come on, help me out. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Back corner, guys. I need a marshal in the back corner. And I need Steve Tweedy to... Steve, you going to run this one? Or did Steve go home? Ah, okay. I need a marshal. Come on, guys. Somebody, back left-hand corner. Somebody out there in the pits, help me out. Somebody in the pits, help me out. Back left-hand corner. Thank you, Tyler. I got Owen and I got Tyler. And then I got Hawkeye and Mountain Man helping out. Scott's down here in the corner. Grid them up, guys. Grid them up. Grid them up. Grid them up. Straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. Finish your lap. Let's grid them up. Finish your lap and grid them up. Mike Ruth in the 1. Jared Miranda 2. Just leave a spot for Kelly in the 3. Andy Horseman 4. The Hawkeye talking shit over there? Damn. Tom says, Andy, get the hell out of the way. You do not belong in the 4. But he actually does. Doing too many things at once. Okay. Yeah. I know how that goes. Here we go. Marshall's ready, racers ready. 7 minutes. Stock Wheeler A Main on the tone. Oh, a little help for Andy. Come on, Andy. Hawkeye, making Hawkeye run all the way to the corner. Oh, Andy and Tom getting after it. Yep. Oh, yeah. Miranda, your leader. Kelly Ellison, 2. Mike Ruth, 3. Mike went 17.9 on the second lap. He went 15.3 on the opener. Your leader down the front stretch. Miranda out front. He just went 13.9. Give him a little bit of room, Andy. You and Tom are about the same speed. Everybody else is faster. .145 down, 5:15 to go. Little help. Never mind. So Miranda rolls it over back there. Mountain Man marshaling it up, and right there is Kelly Ellison on his bumper. There they go over the tabletop together. And now Ellison upside down in the wheel. Gonna let Miranda get away. 2:20 down, 4:40 to go. Stay inside, inside, inside. Stay inside. Clear. Jared going for a sweep today. .315 down, 3:45 to go. You guys are making Hawkeye work over there. That's your 2-3 battle. Little help for Tom. Nice job, Tyler, with the old grab and go. Jared out front, so Mike missed a lap there. Your leader out front working through the stadium double. Kelly in the 3 spot. Well, that 32nd lap of Mike's was correct. So I gave him one. Now I'm going to have to take it away if that's correct. Okay, so that puts Kelly in the 2. Okay, I'll make sure. So that's your 1, 2, 3 right there. Well, oh, and Miranda's car just shut off. So no sweep for Miranda. Not sure what happened to his car, but it literally just died on that corner. Kelly's holding down the 2. Mike, well, actually, Kelly will be out front now. Mike with the 3 spot, actually in the 2 spot. Andy would be 4, 3, and Tom 4. Is it hot? Something. No. Pinion gear. Glow plug. So Kelly Ellison, your leader, over the double. Mike Ruth in the 2 spot. That's your battle for podium right there. And then Andy would be 3 and Tom 4. So now, can Mike catch up to Kelly Ellison? 1:20 to go. The gap right now, 2 seconds. .5 the gap. 1 to go. Kelly working the wheel. Down the front straightaway. Kelly goes 14.5. Mike goes 14.6, 1.7 the gap. Leaders are coming to you, Tom. Thank you, sir. Mike needing to keep it clean here. Got to get through the wheel, see if he can catch up to Kelly. Kelly goes he goes
left.
hero or hot lap, 14 flat. Not a hero lap. That belongs to Mike Ruth with a 13.9 earlier in the race. 2.2 the gap now back to Mike Ruth. Through the wheel, here they come.
30 seconds left.
Couple laps left. Looks like Andy having some trouble. I don't know why you would have LiPo turned on. Looks like Tom Cirrus going to get a podium finish here. 2 people.
15 seconds left.
Yep. 1.7 from Kelly back to Mike. Time is about to expire. Leaders are coming through, Tom. And Mike gave it a shot there. Kelly's going to get
Mike
another.
Root done.
Mike's going to get caught.
Tom Series done.
So Kelly on his victory lap. Mike done, Tom done. No, easy, Tom. We got one guy to finish yet.
All drivers are finished. Kelly Ellison
That's
done.
a race, guys.
The race
Kelly,
is completed.
Mike, and Tom for your podium. That's what happens when you've been grounded for a month. You forget where you're at. Right. You got to get her rolling. Don't take your foot off the gas too early. Got a driver
1
in
minute
deep.
to the start of the race.
Check him in, check him in. I need some marshals,
45
guys. I
seconds
need
to the
those
start of the
4
race.
plus a helper.
Scott Uden.
Those 4 and a helper. Well, technically we had 5, but Tom would prefer not to marshal. He's back to back. Come help me, guys.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Be my marshals. Let's get. What happened, Jared? Was it a pinion gear? That's what I thought. I saw you dump it off. Looked like you were dumping it off the chassis. That sucks.
Tom Series. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Check him in, check him in. Let's get our marshal coverage, guys. I got Kelly coming out. He was your winner. Brad
Less than
helping out.
5.
I appreciate it, sir.
MT Fast.
Jared's on his. Andy's on
Tyler
his.
Tweedy.
Tom's back to back. I could use Mike if he up. There he comes. Back corner for Mike. Heads up. Heads up. Whoa. I did too. Until I looked up and he was on your side. Little help over there, Kelly. Kelly to your left. To your left. That one shoved against the wall. Scotty, you going to take any warm-up laps or are you done? Okay. So we'll give him one more. Should be enough, yes? All right, well, let's grid them up. If you're good on this one, let's grid it. Those guys have had... Oh, we got one. Brad's there. He's on the wall. That's the same thing I thought in our mini truggy race. I'm like, damn, there's no marshal. Oh, yeah, there is. Brad's on the wall. Scott. Tell everybody, Tom, what's up? Front side of the front side of the jump. Let's back that truck up a little bit, or just wait when the tone goes off. All right, Tyler, Owen, Tom. Here we go, guys. Stadium truck A main, 7 minutes on the tone. And Tom got to start on the front side of the jump. And he got a podium in the last race. I mean, this is like a historic. You got to get a lottery ticket, Tom. Historic event for Tom Sears. Nobody coming, Brad. Nobody coming. Scott out front, the real battle. Owen and Tyler to the wheel together. Uh-oh. Oh, a little rubbing. A little knocking wheels there. Over the stadium jump. Owen in that 2 spot. Tyler 3. That's not the way they qualified. Actually, Tyler qualified ahead of Owen. A little more speed on the corner on the straight shoot there, so we'll see how this works out. Owen gets over the big double. Going to hold that 2 spot for now. Working the wheel. Oh, and he made a mistake in the wheel. That lets Tyler go by. Owen back to the 3 spot. Tom in the 4. $145 down, 5:15 to go. Mini Truggy, we will be next, like we have been all day. Hawkeye, I did not grab my radio, so my radio's in the pit area. Thank you. We still got 5 minutes, so not a big deal. Scott out front. He's got 7 seconds on Tyler. That will tighten up a little bit. Tyler, Scott made a mistake on the backside of the big double. That's going to let Tyler get a little closer. He's got that down to 3.6 now. Tom in the middle there. Lets Tyler go. Here comes Scott through the wheel. That's your leader, guys. 15-1. Tyler goes 14.80, picks up another 3/10. 3.2 the gap. Uh-oh. They're all coming into Jared there. What? So that'll narrow the gap up 8/10 now. Scott to Tyler. I didn't see what happened. It happened over there in the wheel. Gotcha. Oh, and then Tyler rolls it over, so that lets Scott get away a little bit. Scott to Tyler now, 2.9 the gap. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. 2.9 the gap back to Tyler. Another 3.6 back to Owen. Oh, heads up, Jared. $3:15 to go. Scott over Tyler, 1.2 the gap. Now they got some clear track, working the wheel. Scott's nemesis down there. Scott goes 14.9, Tyler goes 14.5, 8/10 the gap. Here they come to the wheel again. Scott got a good drive through there, so did Tyler. Scott goes 14.7, hot lap. Tyler goes 14.6, 7/10 the gap. Scott hot lapped it and still lost a little ground to Tyler. This one might be better yet. Could be another hot lap for Scott. 14.5, and it was. Tyler went 14.8, so Scott picks up 3/10. 9/10 the gap now. Oh, he's going to gain a whole lot more now. Tyler's upside down in the front straightaway. That's going to let a little help there in the middle, guys. A little help in the middle. Leader working through the wheel. Give him a little bit of room when he gets to you. 4.2 at the stripe. Let's see what it is this time at the stripe. 3.5 now back to Tyler. So I'm assuming Tom's 34 is probably accurate after that last lap. Not that it matters overall. 1:45 to go. Your leader out front, Scott Ooten, working to the back of Owen Tweedy through the wheel. Oh, that was a great drive for Scott through the wheel. Went 14.5. He had just went a hot lap 14.5 the lap before that, so 2 in a row. Not a hot lap on the last one, but close enough. 28 and a 7:15. Tyler 8.5 back. Now having some trouble over in the corner in the 180. Now he bounces it off the tube. Just gonna get lapped here. Scott, your leader, working to the back of Tyler and Owen. Trying to put them both a lap down. Oh, and then he gets it hooked into the tube, so less than a minute.
.45 seconds left.
You heard the man. 3 more laps. I guess we'll see if Tyler can beat Owen here. That's your battle. Best battle on the track is that 2 spot.
30
Tyler
seconds
and
left.
Owen over the big double together. Will Owen push the issue out? He didn't have to. Tyler made a mistake. 20 seconds to go. That's your 2-3 battle, and then
15
Owen
seconds
spins
left.
it out. Tyler goes around him. So we're back in that 2-3 battle here, and then Owen runs it off the track now, and that's going to let Tyler seal the deal. He's going to get another lap probably. We'll see. Tone's about to go off. Owen should get caught at the stripe.
MT fast
That'll be
done.
done for Owen in the 3. Scott's going to, well, he's got to finish it, but
Tom Series done. Scott Uden done. All drivers are finished.
that's a race, guys.
Tyler
Scott,
Tweedy
Tyler,
done.
Owen, and Tom.
The
Put them
race
down,
is
come out and
completed.
marshal. Let's get it blown off. Come out and marshal it up, guys. Thank you for your help, and I need a couple of helpers. Anybody that can help me out for this mini truck race, I need a couple of helpers.
One minute to the start of the race. Brian Thomas. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Richard Metz. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Mike Ruth.
All right, I still need at least one more marshal in the back corner there by the Protect Raw Speed
15
signs.
seconds to the start of the race.
Now there's Owen
Less than
there.
5.
All right, we got them all covered up. Let's get them lined up. Going to be Mike on the 1, Brian on the 2, Rich on the 3. All right. I got my marshals. I got my drivers. I got 7 minutes dialed up on the tone. Yeah, we can talk about it. All right. Mike out front. 3.2 seconds out front, and then another 1.5 to Richard in the 3rd. This is a 7-minute race. Not even to the 1-minute mark yet. Mike's pulling it out now. 4.8. Grabbed a 1.6 seconds on that lap alone. He ran a 14.2 hot lap. .105 down. Mike and gets a lap on Richard. Richard's upside down. Two back-to-back 20-second laps doesn't help Richard out much. Mike on his lid. Brian on his lid. That was there for a minute. There were nobody moving. 1:45 down, 5:15 to go. Mike just went a 14.162 that last time by. Then backed it up with a 20.2. All right. Mike coming up to put a lap on Brian here. Yeah, everybody's a lap apart right now. Yeah. Mike in the 1, Brian in the 2, Richard in the 3. 4 minutes to go. Mike does hold that fast lap, although Brian just did his fast lap of the race right there, 14.8. Mike has a 14.1, but he ran a 14.2 that last time by, so. And just went 14.6 right there. So we are right at the halfway point, 3.5 down, 3.5 to go. Mike has a lap plus on Brian, 18.3 seconds here. And then Brian has a lap plus on Richard, 22 seconds. So everybody running their same lap, or on their own lap, excuse me. And Brian on his lid there. Tom gets him going. Richard almost able to get a lap back. And Mike had just ran a 14.042 and backed it up with a 14.257. Running some fast laps on a clear track. This one looking pretty good too. Looking real good. It was 13.862. And just back that 13.8 with a 14.0. Yeah, Mike's average lap of 14.8. Brian's fast lap of 14.8. Richard's fast lap of 15.5. Mike coming around, put a second lap on Brian here. All right, 130 down. Or I'm sorry, 130 to go. Yeah. Let the beating be over. Mike back-to-back 14 threes there. And even without all that, Mike's fast lap there, or lap right there, was a 15.0. Forty-five
seconds left.
Right now, the closest race is between second and third at 30 seconds. Not anymore.
30 seconds left.
Mike, you could stop now and still win.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go. Mike going to get at least one lap.
Richard Metz done.
Mike's still live. Brian and Mike will be done when they cross the line.
Mike Ruth done. All drivers are
Mike
finished.
wins that one.
Brian
29
Thomas
and a
done.
7:14.
The race
Brian
is
goes
completed.
26 and a 7:17, and Richard was 23 and a 7 flat. Put them down. Come on out, Marshall. I'm going to need a couple volunteers. Anybody that can stay and help me. Anybody that can stay and help me. I only have 3 in that race, and I need 5. Yeah. When you get this old, they don't happen that often.
One minute to the start of the race.
Check him in, check him in, check him in.
Brad Thomas. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Andy Horstman. Mountain Man. The Godfather. Steve Thomas. Hawkeye. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. Brian Thomas.
All right, well, let's get them, while Brian's looking at that, let's get them lined up. It's going to be Chad on the 1. Brian will be on the 2, leave him a spot. Caldwell on the 3. Brad Thomas on the 4. Steve on the 5. Hawkeye on the 6, and Andy on the 7. Yeah. He's down there working on his car. We'll give him a minute here. All right. Everybody be on your toes here. Marshall's ready, driver's ready, 7 minutes. On the tone. Oh, Caldwell lands poorly off that backside tabletop. Chad and Brian out front. The Thomas is roughing up Hawkeye a little bit here. Hawkeye giving it back. All right, Brian has gotten by Chad for the lead. Now Chad takes it right back. Brian goes wide through the wagon wheel, and Chad rolls it over. Brian's going to take the lead back. Brian's going to lead lap 2. Chad 2 seconds back. Well, we got Caldwell 3, Brad 4, Andy. Well, now Andy's gotten by Brad. Now I can't keep it straight. Caldwell on his lid, so now Andy's going to go 3. Steve and Hawkeye fighting for that 4-5. Caldwell in the 6. Now Steve drops back. Oh, mercy. Brad and Caldwell got together, and Steve ends up on his lid, and Brian marshals him. But that's going to let Chad get back out front, get a pretty good gap over Brian. But he's going to have traffic to deal with here. Well, Chad gets it wrong over that backside double. Still going to hang on to the lead. It was 3.5 at the stripe. Oh, Brad and Caldwell together, and now the leaders coming up on Brad and Andy. That's the leaders, and they are fighting for position, fellas. Chad gets it wrong. Brian's going to get by the lap cars here. Coming up on Caldwell next. Now Brian having trouble in that wagon wheel. Andy, that's the second place guy right behind you. All right. Okay, Brian over that front side double. Chad right behind him. It was 1.6 at the line. Brian coming up behind Caldwell. Leader coming up behind Tim. Tim gives him plenty of room. Chad traction roll, vaults it in at turn 2, giving Brian ever more breathing room. So I got to sort this out. There's Brian in the 1 spot. Chad. Oh, and he just died. So now Chad going to inherit that 1 spot. So that moves everybody up. Hawkeye in the 2. Hawkeye's coming up behind Steve Thomas. Steve currently running in the 6th spot. Hey, help, Mike. He's off the, hey, Mike, he's off the stand. He's off the stand, just put it down. All right, Chad out front. He's got 7.5 seconds over Hawkeye in the 2. Hawkeye crossing the line there. Then Caldwell in the 3 spot. Caldwell's another 12 seconds back from Hawkeye. Hawkeye running the number 2 car in Godfather Racing Stable. Brad Thomas in the 4, Steve Thomas 5, Andy 6. And Brian back on the stand now, but he's a couple laps down here. Yeah, he's a lap behind Andy. So our leader across the start-finish line. Find our 2 spot. He's just now coming into the wagon wheel. And he crosses the stripe now. 10 seconds back. And then our 3rd place car. Here comes 3rd place. Now, that's your gap. 11.5 seconds from 2nd to 3rd. So then we got Brad running 4, Steve running 5, Andy 6, Brian 7. All right, 145 to go, 145 to go. Our leader, working through a pile of cars here, has now got a lap on the 2 spot. That's the 2 spot up behind Brad. Steve just testing the strength of our walls back there. Now Andy right up on Brad. That is for position, Andy and Brad. And actually, Brian getting a lap back here. All right, with a minute to go, our leader down the front stretch, 2 spot, coming into the tech section on the right. 3 spot, he is now coming into that wagon wheel, but he is only 4 seconds behind Hawkeye now. He's up behind Andy. Andy, that's 3rd spot. He's fighting for position.
Left.
There we go, thank you. Then we got Steve in the 5 and Brad 6, and they are all right there. Brad's gotten by Steve, but down the start-finish line, there is 4, 5, and 6 right together. That is your best race. 3 right in front of them, but he's a lap ahead.
15 seconds
there's
left.
A big old pileup right before the wagon wheel. Our leader gets caught up twice, but he had a lap on the field, so it's not going to hurt him any. Last lap for the leaders. And Hawkeye going to come home in the 2 spot. Hawkeye Kirby gets the 2.
The Godfather done. Brian Thomas done. Andy Horstman done. Brad Thomas done.
All right.
Steve
you got to go back
done.
and watch the replay on that
All
one. That was
drivers
pretty
are
awesome.
finished. Mountain
All right,
Man
Chad
done.
takes the win. Hawkeye
The
the
race is
2,
completed.
Caldwell the 3, Thomas the 4, Horseman 5, Brad Thomas 6, Steve Thomas 7. Yeah, there you go. All right. Hey, Richard, if you want to grab this list and get the podium picks, I'll get the points updated.